into the scene here.
Yep, we got Monst on that last-minute sub. One thing I'm looking forward to this tournament is really going to be the Void Grub control. I feel like a lot of these games in the mid-game, that if you just get that big mid-game advantage, it can make locking down those future objectives so much easier. And I think a lot of it's going to start with the Void Grubs. And I think even though a lot of the scaling strats have proven themselves to be pretty effective in other Yoshis, I think that with the Grubs this season, maybe getting those top laners that can get that early prio that might not scale as well into the late game, but can really leverage it for the rest of your team. It'll be interesting to see how people approach the game.
I'd like to counter by I'm saying I'm doubling down on the scaling. I want 65-minute games.
Oh, I'm here for it. I just think that the Grubs will have quite the trickle down economics that actually trickles down this.
See, what do we think of these bans here? I'm thinking we got some good targeted bans here that they've clearly been scouting their opponents. We got Diana and Diana bans for the Soggy Bottom himself. Teemo ban, of course, you got to do it. I expect this Nautilus pick to be quite high priority throughout this entire tournament here. It seems like every support player likes playing it, so it's either just a strong pick or a good takeaway at the very least.
Monster really been prioritizing these aggressive supports. Not only that are aggressive in lane, but are really able to roam mid or, group with a jungler or, just cause some shenanigans later on.
I expect to see him roaming around the map quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Really trying to make plays proactively around the map. I wouldn't be surprised if he just left Santus on an island with him.
Santus, though, has impressed me with his champ pool diversity. Stuff like the Vygar bottom, other picks that are less proactively picked by other teams. Could find some cool middle ground where Santus can kind of scale up a little bit, kind of play safe as best he can, and allow Monster to leverage his ability to roam in some games. I do like the Leon into the Nautilus. It pretty much makes it impossible for you to ever use the Nautilus ult on the Leona because she's just so tanky when she has her W, but also allowing to kind of do the classic engage support mirror match where Nautilus goes on your AD carry, you just go on their AD carry, and you just hope that they can fend for themselves. I like it for the lane matchup, and we'll see how it shapes up for the team comp.
Yeah, I think that's one of the classic support matchups. I think anyone who's cut their teeth at all in support has played that matchup 100 times. Just, you want to go in? No, I want to go in.
And I'm going to go in even harder, faster, stronger than you are. Love it.
You guys think there's going to be any secret hidden tech picks, or are we saving that for day 2 of the tournament?
I think we're saving that for the second half of the day today.
Fair enough. That age-old, you gotta have something spicy up your sleeve, but you don't want to spoil it too early. But you want to make sure that you're getting to the second day for that final.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to say a lot of these teams are playing open-handed because I don't know that for a fact, and I might be surprised here. But I feel like a lot of people, as much as a surprise or off-meta strat can really catch some people, I feel like just having the consistency of having a well-practiced pool is also valuable too. So I think I would love to see some stuff get mixed up, but yeah, I don't know if it'll happen at least this early.
We'll say that that Volibear pick is a little spicy. That is not, I believe that will be a Volibear jungle based on my limited scouting here.
Mm-hmm.
But that is not, and anyone on their teams, as far as I could tell, top 10 champions. So that's
okay.
We got some spicy switch up here.
And we can't see it in this draft screen, but the left team is the Soggy Bottoms. You can see their names there. Right team is going to be guaranteed winners. They're consisting of Bfan, Jet, Gin and Juice, Mike will win, and then Subsonic.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that might be a Bfan Tomato Volibear pick though, potentially?
Yeah, I think it is, and I think it's the Soggy Bottom himself is taking the Zac. I wanted to shout out that this might be more of a trend, picking bot laners and junglers early. I think a lot of people really want to have prio in at least mid or top, being able to get a good matchup, being able to get something that they can at least, push into and get prio or something like that. Kind of scary picking those early, and I think a lot of people will be fine playing bot or jungle with like an open hand into the second phase.
This is where the interesting picks start coming out here now. I expect in this matchup that top lane is really that's going to be where this game's decided, I think.
Well, yesterday Subsonic ran a Nivea tank top against me and put me in the dirt. So I don't want to see that again for my own sanity, but it'd be kind of cool to see him break it out again.
He's been talking up that tank and Nivea top for a bit.
I'm not going to say I'm the best top laner out there, but I felt pretty helpless. So hopefully LRA Star Fox can fare a little better than I did. Hopefully it's a little more even of a matchup. Pretty confident in that.
I was gonna say I'm not too familiar with LRA Star Fox's gangplank, but I am familiar with his Jax. So I wasn't sure as much when they were hovering that, but not the Gragas pick. I'm gonna assume that's gonna match up into the Jax.
I really like this Soggy Bottom's team comp here. I think it's very strong. They can front to back if they want very easily, but they can also just I know LRA really likes split pushing, and that Jax really enables that. And I don't know if there's really anyone on the other team in a late game scenario that could match Jax.
One thing I will say that as good of a split pusher as Jax will be, I feel like they've got their D push is a little weak. They've got Azir and Jinx, but besides those two, and maybe sapping their mana to try to clear waves efficiently, a long siege could go bad for them. But I feel like with the priority that Jax might be able to get, that might be just a way to counteract that.
I also just love the Azir pick from Jerbear too. That's one of the. I think that this group of players has over the last few years has definitely gotten a lot better, and I think where maybe some players were scared to play Azir in the past, I think that we have that confidence and that skill level to actually break it out. I think that's super cool to see.
Yeah, I love the modality of the Azir in this matchup, where you can really just get the Leona and the Gragas off you, but if you get like a good flanking position and you knock a Veigar Caitlyn into your front line, like, whew.
I will say seeing the mobile Jinx though into the dive / just I'm gonna blow you up buttons on the other side there. That seems like a tough matchup.
Right.
So I'm hoping Santus for his sake can play safe in this matchup, because this is gonna. I have got a sneaking suspicion they're going to be diving onto him quite a bit.
Yeah, they've got they're packing some stuns. That is for sure.
I also like the interaction with like Gragas ultimate and then the Veigar cage. You just knock them into the wall and then stun them for even longer.
I think this is probably a pre-calculated, pre-practiced strategy they've been cooking up here.
What's your guys' over under on 35 minutes? Probably over? I don't know. I just picked a number.
I'd guess over. I think both these teams are. I think the team on the Soggy Bottoms left team there is slightly better scaling, but I think both these teams are really looking to scale.
Yep. I agree. Maybe I should have thrown out like a 43 over under.
Hot prediction: it's going to be exactly 37-minute game.
37 minutes.
Write that down.
I have it in my notes.
I've got the script.
Yeah.
And we're going to get a classic Cloud Soul, the best soul.
That's assuming we even get dragons,
Nice.
Like everyone's prioritizing grubs these days.
While we're talking about this, we could throw in some. How do we feel about Fife's 3-leg parlay from earlier? For game 1, he predicted Dumito First Blood, LRA Start Fox 300 CS, and Chemtech Dragon Soul. So either Guy or Fife will be wrong on the soul at least, but I'm looking forward to see some of these other predictions come true.
I'm here for the vision score side bets. That's the only stat I really care about.
Side bets, that's funny.
All right, we've got the game starting up here. Got some high quality skin selections here. That's always important. We do have the Soggy Bottoms do have every champion with a skin though, so I think that's a slight advantage, slight edge right there, right out the gate. We got 2 default skins coming out from the guaranteed winners.
Welcome to
Leona
Summer's
going to buy some items.
Ooh, there's another advantage. They're starting to stack up now. Looks like we got a 5-point versus 4-point defense here. Just basic. No one's looking for anything,
Right.
any aggressive strats.
I think we're going to see a lot of this today. I think the invades are going to be pretty limited to like blitz cranks and some crazy stuff. I don't think there's going to be any kind of roaming around 5-man death squads level 1.
Yeah, I think that with the Nautilus is tempting to want to do it with, but I think
Right.
the rest of that roster is just so weak level 1 that you don't want to risk fight even with the Nautilus. See, we got any interesting rune choices here? First strike on Vygar is I'm not sure what's correct on Vygar. I've been playing with Comet mostly, but a bit interesting. We got a phase rush on the Gragas top lane, so he'll be zooming around, bumping and sliding.
Some plays, I like it. Grasp of the Undying on Jax, I know sometimes can prioritize lethal tempo or Conqueror to be a little more aggressive or even just brawly in the late game, but that Grasp definitely help him kind of play like a frontline role.
Yep. I would suspect that's a response to the Gragas pick as well, because that's
I could see it. It's so hard
historically. We got engage
in the minion wave though, just throwing some poke.
Yep.
Hard to evaluate.
I will say, so historically, Gragas was always a big beefy frontliner, but in recent years, he's really transitioned into more of just a full mage. So I think it's difficult to get long.
Oh, we got a scrap going on top lane and another hook down here bot lane. And they hit level 2 monster still stepping up, getting a little low here. Might get ignited.
Here.
Oh, no ignite, just the exhaust. Trying to step back. Oh, and Santu stepping forward, doesn't quite get the finish, but a nice another root.
Oh.
Get another kill, but the Jinx reset. Oh, he zapped the minion. He just had to auto again. Oh no, the minion saving the Leona from the zap.
Monster really knowing his limits on the champion here.
Oh yeah,
limited experience, but already figured it out.
Completely ready to go at all times.
I can just imagine the comms there of him saying, "No, we got this. Keep fighting. Keep fighting."
Notably, look at the farm in the bot lane. Caitlyn didn't get a single CS there.
Ooh. That is a rough start. Looks like we've got
Jinx is going
split
back.
match for junglers.
Oh yeah, Jinx is going back and spending 1,000 gold, by the way.
Not quite enough for the full noon quiver, but definitely a strong first back here.
So that Fife parlay of Tomato getting first blood is gone.
We got Nautilus coming mid lane here.
Yep.
Looks like it's been warded off and he's backing off. Yep. With the jungle pathing, I would really like the Nautilus to stay bot there and look for just another kill.
Zach's in position, but the Nautilus is so far out here. They're going to try it anyway. Missing the Q here, getting Zach taking a lot of damage in response here, and they're just going to back up to the minion wave.
Yep. Yeah, I like the look of the roam, but I think the timing was mistimed there. I would have really liked to synergize the Nautilus and Zach together.
Right.
It's like our first major objectives will be starting to spawn here, so we'll see which objective these junglers are prioritizing, whether or not they really want to path towards those grubs or towards the dragon.
My money's on grubs.
Yeah, that's probably the smarter choice. For my,
Oh, and we got another beautiful hook here. Absolutely going to
wow.
be going down here, getting caught out with both the zap, the chompers, the ignite, everything. And I did mention kind of early on about how it can be hard to focus the Leona down, but if she doesn't have that W ready, if you catch her out of position, if she's just in the wrong spot where the Caitlyn can't really be hitting the Jinx, it can just be just like that, where the Leona just kind of evaporates.
Yep. And I will say, Santus is well known for snowballing one way or the other. So him getting these early 2 kills could be disastrous for the guaranteed winners here.
I think it's one of those characters just at a certain. Oh, we got a nice stun here on this Azir here mid. Oh, Azir's going forward? Oh no, just gonna be an extended trade. He's one of those characters with enough items. Really, just is so hard to even interact with.
Yeah, I think that's a very difficult gank to pull off here. We'll see
they're trying as hard as they can. They're going to get some big damage out in here. Monster with the trap might be enough to bring him down, actually. That was a great Caitlyn trap to continue the CC chain. That was well played all around. They layered that perfectly.
Brilliant.
Yeah, they did a very good job spacing out all their CC to keep that Nautilus locked down for, what was that, 4 seconds?
Yeah, so just an inch away from the tower where the volley bear wouldn't be able to really follow up, the Leona wouldn't be able to do anything too meaningful, but perfect. Love to see it. I love the early pressure and some of the priority on bot lane here. Might actually end up being just a trade on the grubs for Dragon here, with seeing so much vision from the.
Looks like Oliver's looking for another gank mid lane, but it looks like Jeremy just wants to back off here.
And this is kind of the trouble for the oh, a nice Greg Assault knocking Jax back into tower, but getting a little low here. This extended trade might not go the way he wants. And the Jax level 6, pretty tanky. Oh my gosh.
This top lane fight is on a knife's edge here.
This is crazy. It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario, because Jax really wants to be able to jump in, but Gragas is so good at stopping that with the body slam. And we're seeing the Leona get picked out again here, even with the W dropping super, super low.
Yeah, we're just seeing engage after engage in this bot lane, which I mean, looking at those support picks, that just makes sense. That's what they're gonna do. That's what they want to do. Like we got our the soggy bottom, the Zac, looking for the wood grubs, taking the first one and just leaving. Realizing that you get full XP for the first one, and then the other 2 after that you do not get as much XP. So it's actually, if your goal is to maximize XP, it's correct to just take 1 and leave.
And it denies the opposing team from getting 3 off the rip, which I assume could be pretty nice too. Wow, that's cool play. Right, in all their attempts to stop the pulling camps together, we see Zac just grabbing the blue buff, yoinking the grump.
Although I will say, with
a very close Zenith play from the Leona, still looking to engage her on the Santus here. We got a stun, we got a flash from the Jinx here, and the Nautilus flashing out as well. I think that will keep them safe, but that's some heavy summoner usage.
After seeing that gank, if I'm Zac here, with the amount of priority the Zac's got in the top, or the Jack's got.
Catching the Azir on the rotation here. Not doing a lot of damage though. Yeah, kind of losing that trade.
That did surprisingly nothing.
Yeah. I think that the Veigar really. His items are definitely prioritizing the mana sustain, and Azir has a couple more upfront damage items. And we're seeing another hook catching the Leona all alone. Her W is about to expire. Jinx trap.
Keep going.
Yeah. I like the look to zone the Caitlyn, but he was just so low on mana that was kind of his one thing he got to do.
Talking about him might be in a tight spot up here.
Oh, and then a great Azir back. You got to imagine that can be too much for him. A nice flash, but right into the hands of the Zac here. Zac's gonna try to bring him down, see if he can get us an escape. He's got the passive, he's got the healing. Just so much healing.
The Zac turning a sticky situation.
Oh, and another hook bot lane going deep, just a little bit under turret, but not afraid to go after the Caitlyn here.
Notably, Jinx ult is down. She used it in that engage. But no sniped on that Caitlyn.
I would suspect they're just trying to get a hard push in here and reset.
Yeah.
With how low mana
another hook.
Oh my gosh, Monster is totally not afraid. He will go in. He doesn't care if he dies here.
This should be a 1-for-1.
Oh, and he's got up in the ult just to commit for more, but no, and it's not quite gonna work out like that. But I like the look. I
think that's a very worth trade, though. You deny the Caitlyn another half wave of CS.
We just saw top lane what I was talking about. Jax tries to jump in. Greg is going to give him a body bounce, but that just means he can walk up here with the stun and get a big trade.
This is the matchup top lane. It gets worse and worse for the Gragas as this game goes on.
I agree. Well, especially because Jax he's going to get some cooldown reduction. He's obviously going to scale up in all other regards too, and he's just going to be able to wait for Gragas to use that E and then just basically outtrade him whenever it's not up.
You just get enough HP that you just stop caring about the Gragas' damage. Really, it's just you hit me with your whole thing, and that's fine. I'm just going to keep hitting you.
I believe they saw the Zac back.
Down here, they got some priority in the bot lane.
I think they saw the Zac back on that sweeper plant thingy. I know that's kind of free. Let's take a look at some of the gold distribution for these teams here. As there's an engaged top lane as well.
Oh, nice flash.
Oh,
definitely gonna
Solo
The
Bolo.
ulti is just a little bit late. It got like buffered after his stun, just wasn't quite what he was looking for.
They try to match it with a gank mid, but Jeremy's able to just shuffle on out of there, and they get nothing for it. That's a good little kill on the top side. Oh, I can see Monster just looking for that dive there. He wants it.
Leona's still only level 5, and Nautilus has already ulted once, and his ult's about 5 seconds off of cooldown, so he's gonna get 2 uses of that before Leona even hits 6.
Leona just had a tough time of it. It's so hard to frontline for your Caitlyn like you want to, but also not just take a million damage back in return.
Oh, absolutely.
Seen Monster do a lot of this, prioritizing clearing out these tri bushes. Make sure that it can leave room for the jungler to rotate and join them if they need, but also just really just punishing this, taking away the gold from the Leona, making her buy more pink wards, all that.
Yeah, in this game state, I would really like to see the Zac just sit in the bot half of the map and just enable the Santos monster bot lane to just play as aggressive. Oh, we got an engage. Another good shuffle.
And another, yeah, this is just going to keep happening to this Veigar. Just the ability for the Azir to go in. Even if the Azir gets stunned, he keeps being able to get this ult off, and he doesn't care if he's stunned because the Veigar's so alone and out of position and defenseless at that point.
The shuffle combo just takes just enough time where he can get it off before the cage actually fully comes up.
Oh, and we're seeing another engaged bottom. These Jinx Chompers are definitely going to bring this Leona down. And we're seeing the Nautilus ulti on the flash. Might be enough. The Jinx Rock is going to secure the kill. Very well played.
With these item advantages, it's just impossible for them to lose any fair fight
we're seeing
down
the
there.
engaged top lane diving onto the Jax, but not quite able to finish it. Jax survives with a hair. Wow, I definitely thought that Subsonic was going to be able to grab that, but he didn't want to risk it in the minions at the low health.
I think
like the look, though.
If Jax didn't have that Negatron cloak in the inventory, that's a kill right there.
I didn't even see that. Yeah, do you think it might be looks like a Trinity Force into Wit's End or something, perhaps?
It could be or it could be a Rooker, and there's a lot of magic damage on that side.
Maybe.
Oh, a Rooker would be a sweet pickup, I think. It's like the Veigar too.
The only real source of physical damage they have is the Caitlyn.
I don't know.
Volibear's pretty split, so.
I feel like the Jackson just will full damage and no one can match him. Like, you can't send a Veigar to deal with him.
That's true.
But, I don't know, maybe it's just, it's a component that gets a lot of value early on in this lane, so,
Yeah.
It's going to get built into something. And we're seeing Jungle heading top here, but he's got, nice booty bounce in the back. But he knocks him into him, gets the stun up. He might just be
he blocked the Volibear stun with the counter strike there. That was huge. I think that got him out.
Jinx Rocket saying what up.
It's like our next objective. We got the second half of the Void Grub spawning pretty soon. I don't believe anyone did the first set ever get fully cleared, so I don't think we're gonna see a 6 grub possible here.
Looks like only the one.
Yeah, I don't think any of the other ones did.
Or no, that's Riftgeld spawning here. Okay, that's a much bigger objective.
I see. Oh, Jax caught alone here. Might have to pull off another sweet dodge on this stun here. Does do it in fact.
Great stun.
Super low.
Turns off the turret. Yep.
Good look by Demeter with that repeat gank, knowing that the Jax was spent, but really just trying to catch a little bit more.
Good timing with the flash. The Jax, as you can see, the Jax flash is coming up right now. So that was just a few seconds before it came off cooldown there.
Can Jax jump to towers or just minions and champions? Okay.
Minions, champions, and wards.
Uh-oh.
We're seeing a flash ulti by this Nautilus with the zap to secure it. No, Leona was on the side here, maybe looking for a flank. Is a little late here to help him out.
Again, they're just so far, and the item difference in power level between with Kraken Slayer versus Stormrazor, I mean, they're just simply unable to fight. Every engage, unless the jungler's there's no way they can lose it.
Not only that, but Jinx has 2 pinks in her inventory. It is going to be basically impossible for them to secure any meaningful vision. And a nice flash from the Vygar. He's seen it before. He's going to make sure he survives that combo this time.
If I'm Jeremy, I'm pinging that flash cooldown, and I'm saying come camp this guy now. A Vygar with no flash is very unsafe, especially going the Ludens. He has no defensive stats whatsoever. He can just be a single Nautilus hook and he's gone.
Right. Man, I really don't know how guaranteed winners deal with Jax this game. They had a nice pick on him in lane, but I'm just thinking like no one's gonna be able to side lane with this guy once he has 2 or 3 items. So he is the looming threat. They can definitely get a lot done still, but man, this Jax scares me. The longest trade ever top lane. Oh, and another ult committed. This might be a full scrap to the death match. Not quite. Doesn't have the jump up again. Doesn't want to recommit.
Sub come out ahead here? Oh no!
Oh wow!
Very close. Trade.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, on a knife's edge, like you said.
This just looks like a fun top lane matchup. This seems like one I'd want to play.
Maybe I understand the Negatron now. Maybe Jax wasn't winning these trades as handily as we had seen a couple times.
Yeah. That's one of the really beauties of the Jax. Is you're allowed. I mean, if you're in a situation where you can just build full damage, but you also are allowed to totally just keep 4 tank items.
Right, and we're seeing a nice engage on the no flash Vygar that we talked about.
Yeah,
definitely was doing the aforementioned pinging and tracking of these summoners.
Yep. Yeah, there's no escape there. I mean, all you're trying to do at that point is Vygar is maybe you can get a trade kill, maybe you can just get the 6 AP from hitting all your abilities.
We are seeing the Infernal Soul, so sorry to the Fife Parlay and the Cloud Soul for prediction from Guy.
Which dragon was it you said?
Inferno Soul this game.
Infernal, okay. That is one I think we'll see both junglers care about. I think we'll probably get some good jungle fights, even though statistically it's not the strongest drag, it's the one that feels the strongest. So everyone always wants it. And I mean Vygar or Jinx here with an Infernal Soul.
Oh wow, that hook didn't quite look like it was gonna grab him, but another connection onto the Leona and the Jinx trap just to make sure. Oh, and we're seeing the counter ult by the Leona and the counter ult by the Nautilus once more. TP had a huge scrap out head down here. Volibear's coming in, flanking Sandtooth. The monster turns to peel. Jerber's here with the big flank. Doesn't quite have enough damage to kill the Caitlyn, but definitely gonna get this Leona here.
And it all comes down as a 1-0. That's that huge fight.
That was a lot of resources, but yeah, definitely prioritizing this bot lane's advantage.
I think that's good awareness on Jeremy there, realizing that I can TP down here. Vygar can't. Vygar comes down here, he just dies too.
Speaking of Vygar, this Zac does not care about him.
Absolutely not.
He doesn't even have a magic item or magic resist item yet, like Spirit Visage. And we're seeing a flash forward and a flash back from the Caitlyn.
It isn't interesting. I believe that's probably going to be a Rift Maker on the Zac, but it's teching into that, going an aggressive tank item into just a straight up damage item.
I think he's going the end.
It could be either.
Fair enough. Oh, actually, you're right. Yeah, maybe the Rift Maker. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what this gets built into.
Either way, it's a damage item. He's looking to actually get in there and kill somebody.
He's got the ring. He's ready. He's stacked up. The Dark Seal.
We'll see if he's really got the chutzpah to upgrade that into a Magi's.
And we'll see. Oh, and we're seeing a big trade top lane, but not quite having enough damage to finish it off. Oh, and we're seeing maybe they're actually the counter gank here catches Demito alone. Might not be able to get out of here.
Oh,
Zac with a great Q. Wow. Nautilus all committed, but maybe a little too late.
At first, I thought that E was a bit of a troll, but he knew the range on the Q just to get right back in there.
Yeah, that was awesome. And we're seeing Azir catching this Leona out alone.
Bit of an interesting play from the Leona going in there alone, but good way to capitalize on it.
Next to the tower and just forgot that Azir can move you away from that.
Yep. Looks like, yeah, it should be just a free Rift Herald here. I don't think there's any way that this could be contested. I do like the damage pickup from the Zac though, because if you do, like, I think that could be potentially one of the weaknesses of this comp, is it might be kind of low damage. Azir has the potential to put out crazy damage if you're in the right situations, but I've seen so many times Azirs, even ones that are ahead and playing well, you just aren't able to have the DPS uptime. So I think that's actually a smart tech. I think Jax just wins this 2v1. They can't fight him. No way.
Not only does he win it, he's unscathed, basically.
This Caitlyn is, unfortunately, basically a non-factor in this game right now. The damage output is basically non-existent.
Oh, forcing the flash out of the Gragas from Subsonic. Like to see that aggressive play by the Soggy Bottom himself. Yeah, the Soggy Bottoms are leveraging their lead here so well.
Yep. Hopefully they can, looks like they're trying to take this top turret. Hopefully they can take it quick enough, because Dragon is spawning in 20 seconds, and I think it would be a real shame to just give up the Dragon for nothing.
Right, considering Vigar TP mid, make sure he wants to catch as much farm as he can here. When they're dropping the Herald, yeah, they're gonna nuke this tower and keep this top prio pushed in as far as they can.
There's an argument to be made of you're ahead, you just want to fight and win harder. But I've always been of the theory that if you're ahead, I want to get the per minute objective, so that way I have assurance for late game. So if a fight goes poorly, that we can at least do something.
It's a less snowbally approach, but it's more your bets are better hedged. So I think they're going to see a lot of that in this tournament. Not only safer strats, but strats that are easier to execute, just to make sure that in the crazy team fight late game, the high pressure situations, that they have a game plan that's easy to stick to. And we're seeing Soggy Bottom's not about to let this Dragon go uncontested.
Dragon take is so slow. They just
jumping straight into the back of the pit. The Volibear does get to secure the Dragon, nicely done by Demito, but
I think the Soggy Bottom just get at least.
Oh my gosh! And the wait a minute.
Shuffle not quite the right direction.
Yeah,
that's
I feel
fine.
like that should have gone the other. That's all right.
Hard ability, for sure.
It's a hard champ.
Oh, wait.
I can't play
the Gragas here in a sneaky spot, ready to flank him. Zac is not okay with this. Zac already knows from top lane that he can just scrap with this guy all day, but he's gonna have the blast come.
This Zac just does not take damage at this point.
He heals so much. He does so much. It seems like no one can touch him either.
I would expect the Spirit Visage to come out next, and then once that happens, I think he's just unkillable.
Yeah, well, it seems like Kalen's not going to be the one to do it. And speaking of...
it's the wall. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Good flash by the Zac. Just realizes that the attempt is done.
So far, this has been a fairly clinical, they've just been systematically we're going to move over here, take this objective, we're going to move over here, take this objective, and maybe we'll let you get something on the backside, but we're going to get the more important one every single time.
Want to take a look at the gold count again for both teams here?
Yeah, this is just, it's just a big gold gap everywhere. I think that jungle gold gap, that one's the one that's really sticking out to me, though. That is a 2,500 gold lead there. That's huge. Although I guess it's about the same as every other.
Yep, we're seeing Jax doing the 1v2 that has not worked out for him before. I think this is kind of their last chance to start trying to kill this guy without committing even more, and they just instantly start Baron.
He is buying time for the Baron, though, yeah.
He instantly start Baron, and this Jinx does damage.
Volibear's run up as fast as he can, but they
gotta do something. This Baron's gonna die before he gets there.
Yeah, there's no way. I think that's smart.
As soon as you see flashing in, he wants this.
Whoa.
Oh, okay, all right. We'll back it up here. I like the look, but
I like the look if your team's on board, but they were all trying to back.
It seemed like a couple people weren't quite ready for that or able to follow that, but I like it.
He was channeling a Hex Flash, his team was channeling a base, so...
Yeah. I don't think he had any vision either. I think he just saw a Caitlyn Q and was like, I'm gonna see who's over here.
Monster's got that game sense.
He's got that dog in him.
Big time.
I do like the guaranteed winner. They have been even though they haven't been getting the primary objective, like they just lost Baron there, they have been almost every time pretty consistently going, okay, we can't fight for that, we're just gonna go get something on the cross side. Right there, they just went and got bot turret, because they knew they weren't gonna be able to fight for that Baron.
It's something, but I feel like these trades are still favoring Soggy Bottoms, and eventually these trades might end up being a trade for a soul or for
Another good flash.
Yep.
He's used
This
to it.
Spygar's in a position though now. If he doesn't have flash, that's just his kill.
He's also in a position where Nautilus is right here. Okay, all right.
Yeah, you need to get out of there. That's a dangerous spot.
Their whole jungle is kind of turned into this dangerous spot, unfortunately. They're just strangling them out of gold. We're watching a Zac just have prio over a Caitlyn in the mid lane. They're just able to do what they please, and we're seeing Jax alone bot lane still untouched.
This looks like exactly what this team comp and this team in general just wants to be doing. It's just we're gonna get an early advantage and get our top laner in a position where you can't fight him, and we're just gonna 1-3-1 or 4-1 the entire game and just let this Jax be a menace.
This Baron power play is suffocating. There's nothing that they can really do. They can't force a play really. They can't D-push. It's so tough. Oh, maybe we are trying to make a play. We're seeing the Volibear head up. He's going in. He's on Jericho. They get a nice pick out here with the Vygar. Nice job by Jet. But we're seeing the health bars are so stacked on the bottom. They're full health, and Jinx Rocket instantly taking out the double kill. Jinx goes forward with the reset. Jax on the back line, able to do so much damage.
We've got a late game Jax and Fed Jinx just AoEing the whole team down. It's just
we got Gragas. Gragas can do a lot here, but not enough.
The Azir does a lot, but trading your whole team for the Azir, I don't think is quite worth it.
They tried. It seemed like a good pick, but it was like they had to stick their neck out so far to do it that.
I liked the proactive look though. They were looking to try to make something happen there. It looks like the Soggy Bottoms will be taking game 1 here. First game of the tournament.
At 26:55.
I was only 10 minutes too long. But exactly 10 minutes.
That's true. You guys have any closing thoughts?
I did say that the Void Grubs would play a part, and the Soggy Bottoms got 1 Void Grub, so...
Void Grub. Singular. All right.
No, I think that was just a good mid-game play. I think that them getting ahead early in the lanes was very helpful and made the mid game a lot easier, but I think they played that mid game so crisp. They were rotating, they were getting vision, they were there at objectives when they needed to be. They even were like rotating to catching them on the dragon like that one time. They were just all in the places that the guaranteed winners did.